morning, my name is Grace Anello, and I'm currently Miss Maroon White 2020 at Mississippi State University. I just wanted to pop in and just share a quick daily devotional with all of you today. And what I really feel like has been on my heart to share with you is Esther 4:14. And it's the story of Queen Esther in the Bible. And I think before we dive in, what we need to know is that Esther was tasked with running in front of the king of Persia, her husband, and throwing herself before him in an effort to save her people, the Jews. And what a lot of people don't know is that if she would have done that at that time, what was customary is she would have immediately been killed, because that didn't happen in her day and age. And Esther 4:14 is the Bible verse that says, perhaps this is the moment for which you've been created. And I think that verse is so important to put in context, because when you realize that what Esther was being called to do in that moment was not comfortable and was not, everything didn't line up into place in her plan, and she didn't feel like that was exactly why she was there, but in fact it was. And the fact that she took that leap of faith and she was able to do that is what she is remembered for, and is what that verse is remembered for. So as I task you all with waking up every day and asking God what moment you were created for and how you can build His kingdom and work with other believers in your community to make a difference each day, I want to task you with two things to get to that place. And the first one is knowing who you are and knowing whose you are. And to know who you are, I have here 1 Peter 2:9. But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people belonging to God, that you may declare the praises of Him who called you out of darkness into His wonderful light. And so I think when we think of who we are and who we are as people, who we are as Christians, we need to think that we're a royal priesthood and that we are a chosen people. And I think when you remember that in your everyday life, it makes the way you respond to situations just a little bit differently. And the second thing I said is you need to know whose you are. So we know that we're children of God and we know that we're called by God, but who is God? And so there I have 1 John 4:7-8-9. It says, Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God, and whoever loves has been born of God and knows God. Anyone who does not love does not know God, because God is love. So we are love, and we are children of love, and we're born out of the ancestral tree of love. And so I think if we wake up every day and we say, I'm a child of love, I was born to love, how can I go out into the world and impact God's community and His kingdom today by making this the moment that I was created for? I think we would see incredible world change around each one of us. And so I've told you all about the steps to get there and all about how important I think it is to seize every moment and use every moment of your life to grow God's kingdom. But what I want to leave you with is one way that you can do that. And from that, we're looking to Thessalonians 5:16-18. And it says, Rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Jesus Christ. So while you're praying for wisdom and while you're waiting and while you're being filled up in the Word to know exactly how you can work in every day, I think it's important to realize that in that time you need to be rejoicing, you need to be praying, you need to be thanking God. So go forth into the world of Jesus Christ and work with Christians around you and spread the love of Jesus Christ and grow His kingdom, because perhaps this is the moment for which you've been created.